Yes, welcome. In this video we're going to take a look at operators that both evaluate and assign values, and they look very compact. Okay, so create up a new templated project as I have here. I'll paste some code down below that I have for reference. I'll highlight and comment that out so it's not active. Okay, so we'll do this. Type console.writeLine. It will just accept one value, so input value equals with a semicolon. We'll store that in a decimal variable, so decimal x equals and then decimal dot parse like that, and then console dot read line, and then close that with a semicolon. So show a prompt, read a value, and now let's go to several of the different kinds of operators that both evaluate and assign in a very compact fashion. So first we can say console.writeLine, and now you say x is now, and then you'll say here plus, okay, and then within the parentheses you'll put x plus equals 5. So this here, x plus equals 5, this notation will increase x by 5, okay, and store it back into itself, into x, okay. That's what that is going to do for us. Alright, so let's take a look at some other ones now. Console.writeLine, and we'll say now x is now, and notice I keep saying x and x and x because it is always x. We're operating on x, changing its value, and now you'll say here x equals, and then you'll say minus 5, or rather like that, okay. There you go. So this will subtract 5 from x, so it should restore the original value. Alright, now here let's delete this. Now another operation that we can perform is this one, so let's just go with console.writeLine, and then we'll say x is now, and then we'll say here plus, and then close it with a semicolon, and then you'll write x divided by, and then equals 4, okay, like that. You'll see in a second how this one operates. And then of course we can also increment by 1 and decrement by 1, so you can write stuff like this, console.writeLine, and then you can say x is now, and you'll say here plus, and then double plus x like this. So this will increment by 1, and then let's do one more, so console.writeLine, and you'll say x is now, and then plus, and then minus x, and close with a semicolon. So each of these, this is a plus, a minus, division, and then addition, subtraction, and so on. Those are all compact ways of expressing stuff. Okay? Some basic operations. So what are these? Let's analyze them more carefully now. Let's go debug and step into so we can observe them. Right? Let it load. Alright, there it goes. We'll step into it, input our value here, read it from the line. We'll input something easy like say 20, okay, and hit enter. There you go. So as you can see, at first x has the value 20. This line is about to be executed, so look very carefully. Now as you can see, the value of x has been changed to 25. So if you look at the window, it says x is now 25. Okay, simple enough. Okay, so now let's take a look at the next step. As you can see, the minus equals 5 has changed the value of x down to 20 again. So if we display that, we will see that that is equal to 20 back. Now, let's take a look at the next line. So you're going to do this. You're going to hit step into, and now notice that now x is 0. Okay? And remember, we began at this step right here where the cursor is flashing. We began with being 20. So 20 divided by 4, and this is a particular kind of division. This is the remainder part. Okay? So this did 20 divided by 4, but it looked only at the remainder. Well, guess what? Let's ask ourselves. If you take 20 divided by 4, that's 5. There is no remainder, so that's why there's a 0 present. Okay? Okay, so no remainder, so the value is 0. Okay, so no remainders left. okay, because it's 20 divided by 4, which is 5, and 5 exactly. There's no remainder, and this division gives the remainder. Keep that in mind. Okay. All right. Now let's take a look. That plus plus. Let's take a look at that result. And as you can see, now the value of x has been changed over to 1, and that is also what has been displayed. X is now 1. So this clearly shows that it changed the value of x by 1, increasing it, and then displayed. Now let's take a look at this next stage. As you can see at this point, if you have a mass over x, its value is still 1. We'll hit that. Now as you can see, its value is back down to 0, so that means this double dash mark there really decrements or counts down by 1, right? Takes 1 away. Okay, so now it's back down to 0. See? So that's the order of operations here, and it's the way that you operate on this. There you go. Okay. So that is it. If you want, you can also add stuff. Let's do a couple more. Cancel that right line, and you can say x is now, and say we did something like x divided by 3. See? But then we would have to make it more compact, you have to use that kind of notation. See? So this now, let's do a quick one. Do it this way. So debug and start without debugging. Give it a second. Alright, so as before, let's go with x equals 20 and hit enter. And notice that, it returns these different values. 25, 20, we decremented, right? And then we did a bit of a division, so that gave 0. And then the 1, because we incremented, and so on. Okay, so there you go. Keep in mind that these are compact ways of performing basic arithmetic operations. And that is it. So thank you very much, guys, and I'll see you in another video.